Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Whitney has the evening off. The death toll in the fighting between Israel and Hamas has climbed to at least 1,600, but another day of relentless airstrikes is expected to push that number even higher. At least 14 Americans are among the dead as President Joe Biden spoke to the nation earlier today. CBS's Natalie Brand has the latest.
Israel is carrying out punishing airstrikes in Gaza as its Iron Dome intercepts incoming missiles from Hamas. The Israeli military says the air assaults are designed to cause maximum destruction in areas where it says Hamas terrorists congregate. Hundreds of targets were hit in Hamas stronghold Ramallah. Even Gaza's main port was struck. Security experts say for Israel, this fight is unlike previous rounds with Hamas.
Israel has to win this one conclusively, so that no one else, whether it's Hamas or Hezbollah or Iran, tries to test it in this way in the future.
We stand with Israel.
Speaking at the White House, President Biden reiterated U.S. support for Israel.
We will make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have.
The U.S. is surging additional military assistance, including ammunition and missile interceptors. It's also sharing intelligence to help with hostage recovery. Americans are among the captives.
Hostages whom Hamas has now threatened to execute.
We are looking for our son. We have to find our son.
Laor Abramov was at the music festival that came under attack. He took refuge in a bomb shelter and is missing.
We spoke with a witness that saw him taken away on a pickup truck.
As rockets light up the night sky, there has also been deadly fire with Hezbollah along Israel's border with Lebanon, fueling concerns about the conflict expanding. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
In our effort to bring you more to every story, KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy spoke with a Spokane mom who has close ties to the situation in Israel. And that's because her daughter is living not far from the center of the conflict. Shannon?
Jenna Ray's daughter, Brianna, has lived in Israel for 2.5 years now, even spending time there as a high school student. So they've both experienced the sometimes violent tensions there, but say this time is different. A mother's love knows no distance, no time zone.
We don't know how long we'll be able to communicate before, if
It's why Jenna Ray
internet goes down.
logs in every chance she gets.
Oh, multiple times a day. Yeah, multiple times a day.
At all hours of cross-continental days.
What time is it over there?
From Spokane
It is 11.
to her daughter Brianna in central Israel. Brianna and her partner Daniel live an hour's drive north of where ground attacks are happening.
We can see the rockets, we can hear the rockets. Everybody at some point has had to go into their bomb shelters, respectively, including us.
Daniel, a former Israeli soldier, is donating supplies to fighters, though just venturing outside takes bravery.
A lot of police, a lot of army. Usually when you travel, it's better to travel armed.
Most are sheltering at home.
So even though we're physically more safe where we're at right now, there's not a single person that is emotionally okay in the slightest.
An emotional toll.
Just watching Brianna over the past few days, she's just sad because she doesn't know what to do.
Shared across thousands of miles.
And imagine me sitting here. I can do nothing. We can't extract her. The airport is closed. No one can buy any tickets. I mean, I'd bring both Daniel and Bri home in a minute if we could.
Now, another level of uncertainty for the couple is that Daniel is in the Army Reserve, so he is just waiting to be possibly called up to fight. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much. And tonight we are learning more about a graduate of the University of Washington that was killed by Hamas. Haim Katzman was a PhD graduate of the UW International Studies program. Officials say he was murdered in his home by Hamas gunmen on Saturday. Dr. Katzman was an award-winning scholar whose studies focused on Israel and Palestine. His former professors were shocked to learn about his murder.
It's a terrible irony. It's very sad because he was a person who wanted and was sympathetic to both sides.
His family now waiting for the fighting to calm down so they can retrieve his body and hold a funeral to lay him to rest. And this afternoon, we have learned that Idaho Governor Brad Little has ordered flags be flown at half-staff to honor the lives lost in the Israel-Hamas conflict. Governor Little sent a statement saying, quote, "Idaho stands firmly with our ally Israel. We wholly support Israel's defensive actions against the terrorist actions of Hamas. Idahoans, join me in praying for peace." And coming up at 5:30 tonight, Nora O'Donnell and our CBS News team will be going live from Tel Aviv with the very latest on the war. You can catch that right after KREM 2 News at 5 o'clock right here on Channel 2. All right, let's take a quick break from the headlines and talk weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Lagoon. Jeremy, a much cooler and wetter weather pattern has arrived in the inland Northwest. Is it going to stay that way for the rest of the week?
Yes and no.
All right.
It's all relative, because if you compare the coolness to what we saw this past weekend, the cool weather does stick around. But if you're comparing, say, Friday to today, big difference. Much better. But rain has taken over and temperatures have dropped. We are in the mid to low 50s across the inland Northwest, and in the mid to low 50s puts us about 10 to 15, even close to 20 degrees cooler than where we were this time yesterday. So a big difference a day makes, and that's all thanks to that storm. Remember yesterday we talked the 1-2 punch? Well, our storm is still making its way toward us, and as it moves in, we're seeing quite a bit more rain. That rain sticks around not just today, but tomorrow as well. The difference is tomorrow offers us a little less. We'll continue to see the moisture through this evening. We'll catch a break kind of in the 8 o'clock hour. It eventually works its way out. We'll see some scattered showers overnight. Tomorrow morning, we see a couple of scattered showers, but tomorrow afternoon, it's more of those kind of pop-up lighter scattered showers because of the overall weather pattern. In the next couple of days, it's a turning of the corner. Tomorrow, we'll see a little bit of sun. Thursday, we wake up to fog. As the fog burns off, we wind up seeing a little sun, and by Friday, well, temperatures climb back into the mid-60s under mostly sunny skies.